I've been getting a lot of requests to make a flipbook tutorial, so in this video I'm going to show you how to make these 3 flipbooks, and then at the end of the video I'll show you some of the advanced options that I currently use. So this is what you're going to need: a stack of paper, binder clips, and a light source. For your paper, I recommend starting with index cards. You could use a stack of post-it notes or a notepad or the corner pages of your math book, but I recommend cards because they are thicker and much better to flip. We'll start with something super simple. I'm just going to draw a stick man and I'm going to have him wave. Now, the key to keeping your drawings consistent and matching from page to page is you need to be able to see through your current page to your previous drawing so that you can reference it as you draw your next page. So here I'm using a light, and now I can see the previous page, draw over the top of it, and make any changes I want. I'm speeding up the video here, and again, this is just super simple to kind of show you basically how it works. So I'm tracing over his body and moving his arm a little bit for each page. I'm going to make his arm go back and forth about 3 times here. And there are several options you can use for a light source. You could use a light box, an LED tracing pad. If you had nothing else, you could hold the paper up to a bright window. This light pad that I'm using is the one that I've designed that will be included in my flipbook kit. So again, we're keeping this extremely simple. I'm keeping the stickman's body the same, and I'm just moving his arm as he waves. Okay, so now that I've drawn his arm going back and forth a few times, I'm going to have him just drop his arm down to his side, and then I'll be done. So now you just want to line up your pages, and then you can use a binder clip to hold them together. You can get binder clips in different sizes. This is a large and a medium. And let's see how it looks. So if you've never made a flipbook before, this is a really easy first one to try. Okay, so next I'm going to make a bouncing ball flipbook. So I'll start by drawing the ball here near the top. And what I want to do is I want it to feel like the ball is dropping in from above the page. So my first increment is going to be pretty big since the ball is already going to be at speed. This isn't going to be perfect, but I'll draw the next one about here. And then each page you want that distance that the ball travels to be bigger. And the reason for that is because of how gravity works. When an object falls, it doesn't fall at a constant speed, it accelerates. So one thing that might help here is to do a Google image search for bouncing ball animation. And you'll find some diagrams of how a ball bounces, which will give you some good references to follow. But just remember that it doesn't have to be perfect, just try it out, have fun with it. And now on this page, I'm actually making the ball more of an oval shape, and this will help it to feel like it's moving even faster on this frame. It's just starting to spring back up. Now we're back up in the air. Since gravity is working against us now, the ball is slowing down as it goes up, so we want to make our distance traveled each page to decrease until the ball finally starts falling again. Okay, and we're getting pretty slow here, and now it's just starting to fall back down. And now that it's falling back down, of course, it's accelerating again, so we make the distance increase each page until it hits the ground again. And I'm not squishing it as much as I did the first time since it's going slower, so it squishes less. So for this third bounce, it's just going up a little bit, and now it's falling back down again, giving it a little squish. Tiny little bounce, and then just settling.